problem in our unit, thank goodness, okay, is this one right here. We haven't done anything in terms of radians that much, but let's be able to do it no matter what. It wants from 0 to 2 pi, okay, and we're going to include the endpoints, okay. It says round to the nearest hundredth. Ooh, never a good sign, but we can do it. We're going to do the things the exact same way. Our substitutions, the only thing is we just got to turn things in terms of a radian measure, all right? First things first, when we look at this problem, I see cosine 2x, and everything's in terms of sine. Cosine of 2x has got to go. All right, well, I'm going to look to my reference table. Cosine of 2, and I got a whole bunch of choices. I think it was in terms of sine. I want sine. I love sine. Sine is my friend. 1 minus 2 sine squared is what I'm going to use. All right, so this becomes 1 minus 2 sine squared of x. All right, so there's that. Now we just copy what we have there from before to get our equation we're going to use. Minus 4 sine x plus our substitution. All right, clean up aisle 2. See what you can do. 5x sine squared minus 2 sine squared x on the same side. Don't have to bring anything over. That is 3 sine squared x minus 4 sine of x plus 1 equals 0. Quadratic. All right, let's see. 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. This one's got potential because I know the choices aren't going to be too hard. I got to get a 1 over there. Things multiply give me 3, 3 and 1. So that's an x and that's an x. I need two things that are either positive or two things that are negative. Well, I need a negative, so they better be that. Does that work? That's minus x. Oh, that's minus x. Minus 4x. Ooh, that factor. Okay. If I didn't know that, I can still use the quadratic formula. We're still going to get the same solutions in the end. Okay. But we'll use the factor form because it's just a little easier. I have 3 sine of x minus 1. And my other one is sine of x minus 1 equals 0. Alright, so I can solve. I get sine of x equals 1/3. Add it, set it equal to 0. Add 1. Then divide by 3. I get sine of x equals 1. Alright, we're doing great. Alright, now for the real big deal. We are looking in radian. Ugh. Alrighty. Well, for now, I'll see how well we can still work in degrees, and then we'll just convert it to radian. Sine of x equals 1. Well, sine of x equals 1 at 90 degrees. We should know that one is pi over 2. Alrighty? This is where the good old round to the nearest hundredth is going to be. Alright? I have no idea when sine of x equals 1/3. We're going to do this in terms of radian to start. Okay? First things first, we better change our mode. Okay? Our mode is right there over to radian. Alright. So we're in radian mode. So I can do arc sine of 1/3. Right? First things first, quadrant 1. Alright? And quadrant 2 should be our angles. That means between 0 and pi is where our angle should be. Let's look at quadrant 1 is 0 to pi over 2, so 0, 1.57. If I do the arc sine, I get 0.3398. Alright, so looking at that, sorry, I forgot my angle already, 0.3398. 3398 said to the nearest hundredth, so that's going to round it to 0.3, well, here's tenth hundredth, 0.34. That is between 0 and pi over 2. That is actually our quadrant 1 angle. Okay? And that is in radian measure. Okay? Now, second thing, I need my quadrant 2 angle because this was positive. Sine was positive. Sine is positive in quadrants 1 and 2. So I'm going to do not 180, but pi minus 0.34. And our calculator can do that because there's a pi button. Second there, pi minus 0.34, like we used before. And you can see it as 2.0801, or to the nearest, I'm going to drag it over here so I can work with it. I'm not having a good day rounding. It's the nearest hundredth. There's our tens, our hundreds places there, which is going to be 2.80. All right. Now, is that an okay answer? Is that in quadrant 2? Well, it is, because pi over 2, just to let you know, is 1.5, and 180 degrees is pi, which is 3.14. It's between 1.5 and 3.14, so that's a good sign. All right. Now, this pi over 2 is exact. It's set round to the nearest 10. So we better know what pi over 2 is. All right. So if I do pi divided by 2, that's 1.57. So the nearest 10, or 100, I should say, 1.57 is the same answer there. It's just plugging and chugging away. And so our final answer for this, in terms of radian measure, is 0.34 radians, 1.57 radians, and 2.80 radians. I said nearest 1,000, make sure you show 1,000 place on all of them. A lot of people will write this as pi over 2. Yeah, I know it's a better answer, it's exact. But if the directions say the nearest 1,000, write it as 1,000. Okay? We went through all the types of problems we can ask you in this chapter. Keep studying, keep doing the best you can, and I'll see you guys later in class.